Hello my fellow readers, this is going to be a pretty quick video, but I did mention that I wanted to share some FairyLoot special edition books that I'd ordered way back in the day to go along with another special edition book, which I think you can kind of see in the background. And so, still in their bubble wrap. I have not put them away. So long to get into these. It's just bubble wrap. Okay, so the two that I wanted to show were from the Castle series. And so it's Castle in the Air and The House of Many Ways. These are the concluding books to the trilogy that of course starts with Howl's Moving Castle. So that's what it's pointing at back there. Specifically this one, not the little purple one. But these are the FairyLoot exclusive ones, and I am so excited to have these and finish up the series with matching books. These were exclusive to FairyLoot. You did have to have an account already in order to pre-order them, and I of course do. And I do have a video of the Howl's Moving Castle one, so you could just go and look to see that one. I'm not going to pull it back out, but here is the artwork under the jacket for Castle in the Air. This one has sort of an Arabian Nights background to it. I haven't read this in quite a while, but Sophie and Howl do not come in until more towards the end of the book. I like the Diana Wynne Jones. And there's just the brightness inside. The color palette for this version is very, very pretty. All those books by Diana Wynne Jones, which you could enjoy. I do have quite a few of them, but I'm very excited to have this. Of course, I love Howl's Moving Castle and the series. I had it in paperback, which actually, if you look back there in the middle above my little calcifer candle, that is my original paperback, which is very well loved. It looks a little more than worn. And then House of Many Ways. There's the artwork inside. Look at the neat calcifer. I think that's the thing too, like, we're so used to the Ghibli movie version of the characters that I particularly, there is a flaw in the back of my book, I'm a little sad. There, that's a little better. We're so used to those versions that, you know, it can be startling to some people anyway, not really to me, to see like the more description accurate. But I think that a lot of the modern editions of the books kind of incorporate a Ghibli-esque design with Howl and Sophie. House of Many Ways, it's been a long time since I read too, but I actually did have the original US hardcover of this one. It was the only one that was available in hardcover at the time because it was a newer release at the time. I really do want to go through though and reread the whole series, or really do the whole series on audio. I do have, did I buy the last two? I might have. I know for sure that I had a Howl's Moving Castle, and it's really a great listen because if you don't know, if you haven't read this book for some reason yet, even though you totally should, the character of Howl is Welsh, so the narrator does a little Welsh accent for Howl, and it just adds to like the difference in the story and the world setting, and it's part of like the little humor in it too. Love it. I think it's interesting that there's not any demarcation, that they kind of go together, but I mean, it just says from the author of Howl's Moving Castle. It's like, no kidding, this is they're all part of the same series. You're gonna see Howl and Sophie in every one of them. But in both of these books, they are more of the background, like they come in usually by the end to help solve everything, sweep everything together. Yeah. again, I can't get into too much details because although I have reread Howl's Moving Castle a bunch, these two I have not. So I'm actually excited to own these as well, so I could maybe do a reread or read along with audiobook, which I think was always the best. There you have it. Now, having said that, here are these beautiful FairyLoot editions. The other thing is that there is a new release of Howl's Moving Castle that anyone can get. And it's the more purpley one in the background. That one is available through pretty much any seller, Walmart, Target, Barnes & Noble, anywhere. You can get that one. It's beautiful. I really like that edition. You can see it right there. Howl and Sophie are on the front. That's one of the only covers where it has like the guitar brought in, which if you know, you know. If you don't, that is actually a key component in the book that is tying in multiple storylines together. And yes, it is at the castle with Howl, and also showing Sophie with her walking stick, which becomes a very key component to her whole story and narrative. And so, yeah. Also, if you have watched the film, but you've never read the book, please read the book. It's a very different story. It's vastly different. I almost feel that in part, some of the world in that incorporates kind of the second book with the first book, and also changed a lot just to fit Miyazaki's more narrative on environmentalism and kind of anti-war. So if you want to get a feel more for the original story, pick it up. It's a pretty quick read. Diana and Jones has delightful characters. They're usually very flawed characters. It's humorous. They have witty dialogue. It's just a great setting. It is a great cozy book. It's perfect for this time of year. And now you can get the brand new hardcover release of it. That is beautiful. It's actually, I think, just as nice as my other ones. Yes, that is now the fourth copy of Howl's Moving Castle, the book that I have. I have my Folio Society ones that are there, the new release, my original paperback, and the FairyLoot exclusive edition. I did not think I would have that many. I thought I was going to just have my Folio Society books and that would be it, but then everybody's been releasing them and they're beautiful. It's my favorite book. Well, it's tied. It's really tied. I love Howl's Moving Castle and I love the Crestomancy series by Diana Wynne Jones. Again, she's just got great characters and wit that it hits me and I love it, and I'm sad that, she is gone and we couldn't have even more work. But as always, I'm going to be fighting the good fight to get people to read those. And especially if you are looking for books, maybe even to give kids in your life, and you don't want to go with a certain author and series that is controversial and you want to stay away from that, give the kids Diana Wynne Jones. She's great. I think it's great for adults and for kids, but a lot of her stories are written on middle grade level. Howl is set a little bit older since Sophie is an adult. Not an old adult, but it is really fine for teens and adults. But yeah, the other ones definitely have more middle grade and above. So I would say like the Crestomancy series, definitely get your kids reading Diana Wynne Jones. Get kids in your life reading Diana Wynne Jones, and you yourself should. Yeah, I'm not gonna go any further than that. Probably a quick video, just showing these lovelies. These pretties, and of course always trying to spread the word of Diana Wynne Jones. That is it for this video. Until next time, bye.